What positive impact can Thursday night's success have on tomorrow's game?
Well, the impact is that we are, of course, are through to the semifinals in Europe, and we had a great night on Thursday. Of course, going through, but it gives us a lot of positiveness and momentum. So I think that's very positive going into the game tomorrow.
Physically, I'm sure it was a tough evening. Has everyone come through that okay? Is everyone available for tomorrow?
Yeah, we are. We still have to train in a couple of hours, but we don't have any injury doubts for tomorrow. So just gonna prepare the last training today for tomorrow, and we are looking forward to this game.
Hi Gio, obviously the last time you played Celtic, you started really well and conceded a couple of goals in the first half. Do you think, looking back at that game, there's much that you need to change, or is it just a case of your team maybe applying themselves a little bit better or not making those crucial mistakes which dictated the outcome?
Well, I mean mistakes, of course you want to make not so many mistakes in games. I think the game we had a couple of weeks ago, we started really well, and in the first half we already conceded 2. So we have to defend better as a team, and don't make sure we concede goals. And the second half, I think we were pushing hard for the equalizer with a lot of chances we created in their box, and so we have to be clinical in those moments and have an overall good display over the 90 minutes or longer if needed. So it's a big game, so it needs also big performance, and top games are always close, and we have to make sure tomorrow we will be winning this tie to go to the final.
Can I ask you as well about Borna Barisic? How beneficial is it for you to have him back in form, because his delivery and his quality in the final third maybe allows you to use your fullbacks in a different way?
Yeah, I'm really happy with the performances of Borna in the last couple of games. He had a tough period, but he worked hard to be ready when needed, and he's been playing really good in the last games. And of course, we know his qualities, and also last Thursday he showed that with his performance. So I'm really happy he's playing at a really good level at the moment.
Good morning, Gio. Congratulations on the result on Thursday night.
Thank you.
With that result in mind, and obviously 2 extra games coming up, will the club be talking to the SFA about any potential movement of fixtures to support the club and give them the best possible chance going into the 2 semi-final matches?
Well, I think they're having talks now, and it's obviously when you have more games in the last stage of the season. As you said, a lot of games to be played. I think you've seen also in other countries where a lot of games are moved, different dates, or even kickoff times were changed. So I think we just want to do the best for Scotland, and that's why we are still involved in Europe and getting a lot of points for everyone really in this country. So hopefully the Scottish FA is also helping us to perform as good as possible in Europe, but also make sure we have time enough to rest as well for the games we have to play in Scotland.
Hi, good morning, Gio. Could you give us a short update on injuries and suspensions that might come into play this weekend?
No, we have everyone available, so we're happy with the squad. It was a tough, demanding game physically, but we have enough time to recover from that. We have to wait till the final session later, but from this point of view, we have everyone on board, apart from already the injuries we had.
In terms of Aaron Ramsey coming into the squad, I think there were a few eyebrows kind of raised about the type of money that he's supposed to be on at Juventus and how long he would be here. But the last couple of games he's been in, especially the Celtic game and the Braga game, He's really shown his quality. Is that a good headache to have to accommodate him?
Well, it's always good to have headaches in which players to pick, because it means, you have a big squad and have options. I think Aaron, the last couple of weeks I think he played the most since he came. Of course, he had some setbacks in the beginning, but he could feature in the Celtic game. He could play in St Mirren. Of course, against Braga he was there. So I think he's physically the best he's been since he came, and so we will help him and keep him fresh for the games ahead. But I'm really happy with his performances and also his availability at this moment.
Hi Gio, I was wanting to ask you about Allan McGregor. Over the years he's been absolutely tremendous in this fixture, games against Celtic. How important can his experience be in this game, and to what extent does he inspire the other players in the team around him?
Well, he's an experienced player, so he's been in all the moments in his career. So experience always help you to go to perform on a higher level. And he played his 101 game in Europe last Thursday, so that means he's playing a lot of games. And you want your experienced players in these moments and in the final weeks of the season to also help the team. And Allan is definitely a player with the experience.
Hi Giovanni. You mentioned the prospect of hopefully the club managing to change some fixtures down the stretch in the league. Were you aware that in 2008 the club were a little bit upset that the authorities in Scotland didn't really do enough to help a team that had reached the Europa League final? And what scope is there for these fixtures, do you think, to be shifted?
Well, I mean, it's of course we can have the request, and I think that's what we're doing at the moment. But in the end, the SFA has to agree and to make sure the fixtures are moved. So we will do everything we can to do so. But in the end, the final call is the SFA. So, and you see in all the countries that all the SFAs of the countries are moving the dates. So the only thing that can happen is that they agree. And that's what we are waiting for.
As with your predecessor, Giovanni, one of the things that never changes at Rangers at the moment in this relentless run of games is that Connor Goldson is always at the heart of the defence. Did you have any concerns of doing that despite his situation with his contract running down? There's been examples over the years of this type of situation affecting player and club being in a negative sense. That doesn't appear to be the case here at all.
No, not at all. I've never experienced in my coaching career when a player is out of contract that it will affect, because it's a circumstance that's happening a lot in football. Players are out of contract, so. But I think we are, especially Connor is handling it really well. I mean, he's performing well, and. It doesn't have a negative influence on him, and it definitely hasn't a negative influence on me. So it's just the way things happen in football, and you have to perform no matter what, especially in a club the size of Rangers. So he's been doing that, and we all keep doing what we have to do, and that's to win games and make sure we do everything to get to success to this club.
Gio, can I ask you about your captain? As somebody who played in the fullback position, I think his numbers are so he's scored 80 goals, 106 assists for Rangers in the last 6 or 7 seasons. Again, in midweek, another huge contribution. Can I just ask you about what you think of those numbers?
Well, those are numbers that are not common for fullbacks. I mean, I didn't have those numbers, but. It shows his quality he has, with his drive pushing forward. Of course, with his assists, many assists he's been giving over the last couple of years, and also scoring goals. So that's really for a team, a good thing to have, because you want all your players in the team able to score, to assist, and he's been doing really well. And so I'm happy for him, happy for the team with his contributions, and he just keep going and try to deliver those crosses and making goals whenever chance he's got. So I'm really happy with his performances.
Hi Giovanni, good morning. First of all, congratulations on the result and the performance on Thursday night. To reach this level is fantastic. So obviously congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Looking ahead for tomorrow, in the last couple of games we've seen Rangers in spells have the ball a lot against Celtic, without perhaps creating the clear-cut opportunities that they have. But in the last couple of games, we've seen you tactically kind of move the fullbacks higher up. Are you confident now, or do you do it game by game, depending on opposition, that actually suits the team and the players to try and get the fullbacks high? Because we've seen how effective they could be on Thursday night with great deliveries and crosses and positional play, etc. Is that something that you'll have in mind going ahead for tomorrow?
Well, as you said before, I think we have, especially in the last games, we've been quite a lot on the opponent's half, and also in positions where we can deliver crosses or dangerous deliveries. So it's definitely one of the aspects we've been training on a lot in a couple of weeks to create more danger when we are in those moments. Second half against Celtic, we were also a lot in those moments, but didn't create the danger we wanted. So I think you've shown on last Thursday and also against Sid Mirren that we are improving in those areas, and that's an area we definitely have to improve also tomorrow, when we are in those danger areas, to create chances and eventually, of course, score. But it's an aspect, not only the fullbacks, but the whole team needs to improve, and we've been doing that in the last couple of games, and we need to keep improving that also for tomorrow.